Today on More Earth 422, we're going to make delicious organic lamb, parsnip puree, and salad. Stay tuned. So now we're going to go ahead and prepare our parsnips. So in order to start preparing this parsnip, you can see this one is peeled, this one is not. We're just going to go ahead and peel all of our parsnips. I went ahead and peeled most of the pack so I didn't, take up too much of your time peeling. So now we're going to go ahead and chop up our parsnips. So go ahead and trim up. Get one fell out there. Okay. So that part is done. And we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil and salt and put these in the oven at around 400 to 415 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 40 minutes until they are tender. Alright, and then I'll be back with you. Did you get this? Alright, so we're going to learn how to make salads right now, but salads in general, okay? So we're going to start with what I like to call the Holy Trinity, okay? So this is going to be salt, pepper, and garlic. These are like my go-to base seasonings. Like if it's savory, it's not a dessert, the seasoning. So these will be the seasonings we have. And then for the dressing itself, we'll have some apple cider vinegar or red wine vinegar or lemon. So those will be something acidic. So pick any three of those things, your choice. And then some form of oil. So here I have olive oil, okay? So you can put olive oil, you can put grapeseed oil, you can put whatever type of oil, and then we'll combine all of these three things together. But this basically gives you unlimited access to whatever salad dressings you may want to create, okay? So now let's go ahead and prep our salad in full. So we have our salad bowl here to collect our ingredients. And so the base is just going to be some iceberg lettuce, about half the iceberg lettuce. As you can see, now you have a salad, right? Now I'm going to take a tomato. You don't need to add a tomato if you don't like them. As a kid, I did not like tomatoes. So omit any fruits or vegetables you don't like to make sure that you eat the salad, okay? And then here I have pumpkin seeds in this bowl. So it adds a little protein and micronutrient to the salad. So go ahead and add your pumpkin seeds. Okay. And then I also have a cucumber. So about half a cucumber. Just go ahead and prep it. And so here we have the salad. It's not tossed yet, but this is kind of the base of the salad. I encourage you to add in fresh herbs if you have them or anything like that. It'll also enhance it. Alright, so then the next thing we're going to go do is go ahead and make our salad dressing, which is going to be a nice simple vinaigrette. So I have some red wine vinegar here as my choice of acidity. Sometimes I use apple cider vinegar, sometimes I'll use lemon. Just take 2 tablespoons of the vinegar and add it right on in. Nice and easy like that. And then go ahead and take my olive oil and also mash 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. And then after that, go ahead and take the Holy Trinity, right? Salt, pepper, garlic. Go ahead and add it. Be generous because you have to season everything. And also some honey. It's also important. Here's the pepper. Fresh cut pepper is very important. Adds more flavor to the dish than if you were going to use already pre-ground pepper. If that's all you have though, use your pepper. Okay. Alright. And then now let's add in some garlic. And it's about half a teaspoon of each one to your liking, right? Seasoning. And then we're going to go ahead and add in about a tablespoon of honey. Okay. And then just stir that all up and combine it and make sure once it's all emulsified, you get a nice little taste. So I'm gonna taste that. Delicious. Like sweet, a little bit sour. It has like all of the flavors of a delicious vinaigrette. Okay, so now we're just gonna go ahead and take the salad that we prepped, remember the vinaigrette that we prepped, and we're just gonna combine the two together. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and season our meat. So I have 2 USDA organic grass-fed lambs. And what we're gonna do next is go ahead and salt, pepper, garlic them. And then I also have some Cajun seasoning here as well. Okay, so now we're just going to take the same olive oil we've been using and put some in a cast iron pan that's already been preheated. So I've been heating it up in the background when I was seasoning the meat. So now I'm just going to go ahead and let it sear. Okay, so now the parsnips are out of the oven after cooking at 415 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. We're just going to take it off of our parsnip paper, put it into the blender. And then now we're going to go ahead and season our parsnips. So I prefer salt and just garlic this time because the pepper is going to come out like you're going to see it because the parsnip's kind of white. So I don't add pepper because I don't want little black flecks. Just, you know, games for the camera. Okay, so that's the salt, and this is garlic powder. Just gonna go ahead and add in garlic powder, and this is to your liking. For me, I think that's like, you know, half teaspoons probably is about as much as I'm putting in right now. And then last, in order to make puree and the blender to work, you need to add water. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do is give it a try for flavor and smoothness, so the texture you're looking for and the taste. The lamb right now is in the oven, so if you hear something sizzling, it is the lamb. Okay, it could be smoother, that's one thing. It's mostly smooth though, with a little bit more water, not too much, I don't want it too thin. And then I like the flavor, add a bit more salt. Okay, now off to the pan to make it warm with the rest of our dishes. Okay, awesome. Now that we've done all of that hard work, we prepped our salad, we made our dressing, we cut up our parsnips, we even peeled them, we roasted them, we blended them, and then we reheated them, and then we cooked our lamb inside of our cast iron skillet, and then put the cast iron skillet into the oven. You remember all those amazing steps, and it smells amazing in here, like a delicious restaurant. And I'm gonna give all of the hard work a try. I love parsnips, so I'm gonna start with that. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Very delicious. Parsnips have like a little bit of a sweetness to them if you season them with enough salt. But there's, it's still very like savory. Kind of a cross between like a potato and a sweet potato, but with like a little hint of horseradish. Tiny hint, it's not spicy. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and try our salad, the salad dressing we made. You remember that? Delicious, refreshing. You feel the acidity, feel the sweetness from the honey. It's really, really perfect. And now the star of the show, our organic lamb. I can smell it. I've been smelling it cooking. You see how hot it is? I can feel it. There's like steam coming off of it. Mmm. Delicious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is amazing. I highly recommend it to you. I think I only spent about $15 on all of the ingredients. The lamb is about $10. The parsnips is about $3. And then a couple of the veggies, I think about like $2 to $3. So very affordable, very delicious. Highly encourage you to give this recipe a shot. I know it's not vegan, but it's still healthy and very balanced for you. So give it a try. Until next time, ciao for now.